So today we will start with the chapter compound interest, and let's see what we are going to study in this chapter. Basically, we are going to study the how to find out compound interest without formula and that with formula, and there are some applications also of the compound interest where we can use the compound interest formula in different ways. So first, before going to start with the main chapter, let us understand what do you mean by a compound interest. So once we will understand the meaning of compound interest, we should understand what do you mean by interest. So let us see that. So the interest is categorized into simple interest and compound interest. Right? Interest means the extra money. When you're going to put some money in the bank, or if you're going to borrow some money from someone, then there is some extra money that you have to pay, that is called interest. So interest is categorized into two ways. One is simple interest and the other one is compound interest. First, let us see what do you mean by simple interest. I hope most of the people will have idea about simple interest. So let us just see this. So simple interest means when the interest is paid only on the interest alone, only on the principal alone, then it is called as simple interest. Suppose if you are taking the interest, if you are taking the loan for 5 years, right, and you are taking 5,000 rupees or 500 rupees, so interest will be paid only on this 500 rupees. So that will be called simple interest. And the formula for simple interest, we used to have PRT, that is principal, rate, time, and this formula is P into R into T by 100. And from this formula only we have derived these formulas that we have already used. Here SI stand for simple interest. Now the next one is compound interest that we should know before starting this exercise or chapter. The interest which is paid on the principal as well as on the accrued interest is called as compound interest. Means these interests are paid also on the principal as well as the interest. So after every particular time, suppose if the interest is compounded annually, so after every year the interest will be added to principal, and that will become the amount for the first year will become the new principal for the second year. Let us see one example based on this. So there is a person whose name is Vinay. He have borrowed 50,000 from bank with 4% rate of interest for 2 years. So he have taken a amount 50,000, 4% per at the rate of interest for 2 years. So Vinay has to pay, see, for the interest for the first year is 2,000 rupees, right? Suppose if he is not able to pay this 2,000 rupees interest, so what will happen? The interest will be added in the principal. So this 2,000 will be added in this 50,000. So the principal plus interest, so that will be the sum. So 52,000. Now this 52,000 will become the principal for the next year. So now the next interest will be paid on 52,000, right? So this is the way we used to calculate interest. So now let us see, interest is what? Compound interest is known as interest on interest, because basically the interest is keep on adding on the interest only. Now this is the basic formula that we used for the compound interest, actually for the amount, and then this is for the compound interest. These two formula are the basic formula. All the other formula that we are going to use in this chapter will be based on these formulas only. A is equals to P bracket 1 plus R by 100 raised to T. Sometime in place of this T we used to as N also. This is same. Either you can use T or N, doesn't matter. Here your P is principal, R is rate of interest, T or N, as I've already told you, it's time, A is amount, CI is compound interest. Now we are going to start this exercise, and in this exercise we are going to study about finding the compound interest, but we are not going to use the formulas. So let us see the first question. See, here also you are going to get two different kind of question. In the first case, when the compounded annually. In the second case, when it is compounded half yearly. So let us see for compounded annually. So the question is, find the amount and the compound interest on rupees 2,500 for 2 years. So this 2,500 is what? My principal, and the time is given as 2 years. 2 years at the rate of 10% per annum, means For every year the rate of interest is 10% per annum. So the principal for the first year is what? 2500, right? And 10% is the rate of interest. So we are going to find out the interest for the first year. Interest for the first year means interest for only 1 year. So we are going to use the simple interest formula only, P into R into C. I have mentioned here first year, so P into R by into 1 by 100. Okay, your P is 2500, your R is 10, I 1 is the 4 because it is for first year. Now this is 2500 into 10 into 1, so 0 0, sorry, 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel, so you get with 250. So this 250 is what? Interest for the first year. Then the formula for amount is what? Interest plus principal. So in amount at the end of first year will be 2500 plus 250. These two will be added. So 2500 plus 250 will become 2750. As I told you, in case of compound interest, this amount for the first year will become the principal for the second year. So now this A will become the principal for second year, that is 2750. Again we are going to use the same thing. 2750 will be my P into R. R is 10. Again for the second year only, not for 2 years. Just have a read one line, second year. So this is for the second year, into 1 by 100. So again just cancel 0 0 0 0. So you are getting 275. So 275 is what? The interest for the second year. And as you can see here, see, for the first year the interest is different because that depends on the principal. For the second year the interest is again different because this is again depend on the principal, but this principal is the new principal, not the earlier one. So now we are going to find out the amount. Again amount is what? 275 plus 2750 plus 275, that is 3025. So this is my amount. Now we don't need to only find out amount. This is my one answer. We need to find out amount and the compound interest also. So the compound interest formula is amount minus principal. So the principal, when I'm talking about, I'm going to talk about the first principal that is given in the question. So 3025 minus 2500, which is coming out to be 525. So this is the extra amount that he need to pay to the bank when he's taking a loan of 2500 for 2 years at the rate of 10% per annum. So this is my second answer. Now the second type of question is, we need to find out compound interest when the compound interest is compounded half yearly. So let us see the question. The question is, Divakaran deposited a sum of rupees 6250. So this is what the principal for the first year, or principal I have written here. So I have written principal. These are the things that is given here. Okay. Now in the Allahabad Bank for 1 year. So time is given as 1 year. So just see 1 year. Compounded half yearly. You have to read this line properly. Half yearly. So 1 year means what? 2 half years, because 1 year is having 2 6 months. So this is 2 half years. Half year means 6 months. So in 1 year we have 2 times 6 months. So 2 half years. 8% per annum. So this is rate of interest is 8% per annum. So 8% per annum means after every 6 months it will be divided by 2. So 8 by 2, that is 4% per half year. So this is my rate of interest. So this you have to consider now. The time, my time is this one and my rate of interest is this one. We need to find out the compound interest he gets. Okay, so let us find out the first thing. Let us read the first statement, will be always same as we have done over there. Principal for the first year is 6250 written here. Now interest for the first year will be, what? 6250 multiply with rate multiply with 1, because first half year we are taking. So 0 0 cancel. I'll just show you the cancellation once again. 0 0 cancel. 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So 125 into 2 is 250. So this is the interest for the first half year. Now we need to find out the amount at the end of first half year. So amount at the end of first half year will be what? 6250 plus 250. So 6250 plus 250 will be equals to 0 0 2 to 4 1 5 6 to 6500. So this is what the amount at the end of first half year. So we have 2 half years, right? So now this amount for the first half year will become the principal for the second half year. Let's just see. Principal for the second half year is 6500. Now interest for the second half year will be again 6500 multiply with 4 multiply with 1, because I'm only talking about second half year, so the time will be 1 only. 0 0 0 0. So multiply 65 with 4. Let's see what we'll get. 6 5s are 40 20 0 2 6 4s are 24 plus 2 26. This is 26. This 26 is what the interest. The next step is amount we need to find out. So amount for the second half year is what? 6500 plus 260. So this will be 6500 plus 260 is 6760. But we don't need to find out amount for this particular question. We need to find out the compound interest. So the compound interest formula is amount minus principal. And once again, just remember that this principal is the principal that is given in the question, or the principal for the initial year. So A is 6760 minus 6250. So 6760 6250. 0 1 when you subtract, this is 5, so I'm getting 510. So 510 is my answer. That means Divakaran gets a compound interest of 510 after 1 year. With this we have done with the first part of the video. So thank you.